They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
The offense retains possession.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. We're scoreless after 1
quarter with no score.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Mixon on the toss right. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Tua going to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mixon with it. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, Tua. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Tua eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it any.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
7-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Block. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Block now to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bengals 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
21-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. Caught right side and Snead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Lock off of play action. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit. Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game. I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Conversion.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone. I think they won the leverage game, didn't they? Yes. Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Locke trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Here's Tua.
4-yard line.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Joe Mixon on
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Milano just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
On 1st down, Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Mixon. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Gain of 12. And the Broncos 1st down.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Is
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Block working out of the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It's 2nd down and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Lock. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And right side, Henry's got it.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Tua. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Alexander Johnson. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At the 20-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final try for Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and going. Lucky stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut a raw twice. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Watch, ready, don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mom